Yeah, here again, good morning, students. How are you today? I want to believe you're doing well there and you're very fine and safe at home. Well, here again on Regina Pacis online teaching platform. This is mathematics again today, and the topic is scale drawing. Before we go into the topic, my name is Mr. Prosper. Alright, the following are the specific objectives of the lesson. 1. To define scale drawing. 2. To solve 3 problems on scale drawing. Alright, quickly, let's define scale drawing. This scale drawing, or the scale of a drawing, is the ratio of the length of the drawing to the corresponding actual length of the object which has been drawn. Now, mathematically, that means that the scale of a drawing is given by any length on the scale drawing over the corresponding length on the actual object. What does that mean? If this marker I'm holding here is 5 cm long, and I want to draw it on paper. After drawing it on paper, what I have is what I'm able to draw on paper. Maybe it's 2.5 cm long instead of 5 cm long, which is the actual length or actual height of the marker. Now, it means that the scale I used in putting out the drawing is 1:2. How did I get it? By simply dividing the length on the scale on the drawing, the length of the drawing, by the length of the actual object. So the length of the drawing in this illustration is 5 cm, which is the length of the marker itself. And then the length of the drawing is 2.5 cm. And then the length of the object, which is the marker itself, is 5 cm. So when you divide, you should be able to get 1/2, which you can also write in other form, 1:2. Alright, can we take examples quickly? If the height of the front page of a book is 27 cm, and the height of the front page of the drawing of the same book is 9 cm. Let's calculate the scale of the drawing. Quickly, solution. Remember that the scale is still length or height of the drawing over height of the real object. In this case, it's a book, so height of the real book. So quickly, the height of the drawing is 9 cm as stated in the question, and then the height of the real book is 27 cm, also stated in the question. So by the time you divide and cancel out the units and do your division properly, 9 divides itself 1, 9 divides 27, 3. So we have 1/3, which can be written in this form, 1:2 as ratio. Hence it means that 1 cm represents 3 cm. 1 cm on the book represents 3 cm on the real book. Alright. Second example, if a parallelogram has dimensions 18 cm by 9 cm, already we have an idea what a parallelogram is by now, since we were able to look at them before coming to this today. So it says redraw the plane figure on the scale of 1:2. Solution. Quickly, you sketch the parallelogram and give the sides accordingly. Common sense tells you that 18 cm goes to this longer side, and then 9 cm goes to this shorter side. So after putting out the drawing, then you go ahead to calculate. Before you redraw the plane figure on this scale, you should calculate the new length of the new length. Okay, actually, this is supposed to be the new width. It's supposed to be the new width. New width. Right. So, like I said, before you redraw the plane figure on the scale 1:2, you should first calculate the new length and the new width. Those ones given there are the original length and the original width. So, the original length, before we go to that, the scale we're using here is 1:2 as stated in the question. That 1:2 actually means 1/2. So you can use 1/2 in place of 1:2. So you can understand it better. So quickly, original length of this plane figure is 18 cm as stated there. And then the new length should be, using this scale, 1/2. You multiply by 18 cm. So 1/2 multiplied by 18 cm will give 9 cm. Again, original width is 9 cm. So the new width will be the same 1/2 multiplied by 9 cm. When you've done that, you should get 4.5 cm or 4.5 centimeters. Now, having got the new length and the new width, then you can go ahead and redraw the plane figure. Now, redrawing the plane figure, you can see that the length now is no longer 18 cm, but now 9 cm. So, common sense tells you that when you place your ruler to measure 9 cm, it will be shorter than what you have as 18 cm. And then, of course, when you do same for the width, which was 9 cm in the original shape, it will be shorter. The one you're doing here will be shorter. 4.5 cm will be shorter than what you have there. So you use your ruler to do the measurement and draw the shape accordingly. So that's the question answered. Now, in case you're given the scale and you're given the original length and you're asked to find the new width, you simply multiply the scale by the original length and get what the new width will be. Is that understood? Once again, I say, if you are given the original length and you're given the scale and you're asked to calculate the new width, you can do that. When you multiply the scale given to you by the original length and divide it further by 2, so you can get what the new width is. All right. So far, so good. I believe the lesson is clear enough. Quickly on the assignment, the first question says a rhombus has side 24 cm. Side, note the word side. I didn't put S. So it means one side is 24 cm. So you should know what the other sides will be if you understand what a rhombus is well. Now redraw the plane figure on the scale of 1:3. B. If a kite has sides 4 cm and 6 cm. Now redraw the plane figure on the scale of 2:1. C. A ruler 85 cm long is redrawn on paper and the new length of the same ruler is 17 cm. Calculate the scale of the drawing. Then, if the ruler is drawn on the scale 1:2 instead, then find the new length. All right, so far so good. Those are the questions. You can do the problems and hand them in on the page. Thank you for listening. Do have yourself a nice day. Stay safe.